So now is the exciting moment to prepare your house to sell for top dollars. Hopefully you have seen the previous video. If you're watching this video on my website, the previous video is just above this video. If you're watching this video on YouTube or another platform, please go to my website, executivehomeandoffice.com, all together, and watch that previous video. It goes through the process of preparing your mindset if you should sell your house or not. So hopefully you've seen that video, you are prepared, you're ready, and you have made a firm decision to sell your house, and you will not regret. Okay, so let's go through this process. First, prepare the mindset of yourself and your family members. This is a little bit different than the above video, than the previous video. This is about getting ready for the process of preparing your house. Do all the necessary items that I'm gonna go through these items in this slide, on this slide and the next one. And be prepared for the time of showing and negotiation and inspection and closing and those kind of stuff. Okay? So prepare your mind and your family members' mind about the process. And prepare your house like a showcase. Imagine that you go to a car dealership and you want to buy a car, and the dealer shows you a car which is dirty, it smells bad, doesn't look good. Do you want to buy it? Most likely not. But how about if that dealer shows you a nice, clean, neat car, and it smells good and fresh and smells like new leather, and it's pretty? Most likely you buy that car, right? The same with your house. So please put yourself in the shoes of the buyer. All right, prepare the outside, which we call it curb appeal. The first impression on your house maybe will be the last impression also, because it's very important when someone sees your house from outside that is neat, clean, the grass are mowed and trimmed, and the trees are good, nice, and even if it's a winter, the driveway is clean, it's pretty, and the outside is nice and decluttered and clean, and it's painted. If there is any repair needed, do the repair, because it's very important to do the repair. I know you're gonna spend some money beforehand, however, you will be rewarded later on. If you haven't done it during your stay in your house, and unfortunately many people, they ignore their house, and during those years, which average in United States is 7 years, they neglect the house. Some people, not everyone. However, if there's something needs to be done, do it before listing your house, before you put your house on the market. Do the touch-ups. Sometimes there is no need for major repairs and stuff. However, touch-up is in most houses is necessary, is essential to do it. And declutter. Put everything that you don't need it during this process, during these few weeks of selling your house, somewhere else, not in your garage. Many people, they put their clutter in the garage. So it's a cluttered garage, and it's not neat, it's not organized, and it doesn't looks good. Put it somewhere else. if you have a place, if not, like a rent a storage for like couple of months until you're done and you move to your new place. So decluttering is very important. Depersonalize your house, like whatever personalized pictures or something related to your belief, to your religion, take them, put them in the storage somewhere, and put something neutral, like a beautiful picture of nature, or some art, some painting, something that everyone can see and like it, because you don't know who's coming to your house. So please depersonalize your house and make it ready, and minimize all things that you have in the house. I know during the stay of I know during the stay in that house, in that few years, you get a lot of things. You put a lot of things in your house, but minimize it to whatever is essential for your life during that few weeks until you close. And then stage your house. Please stage your house. After this slide and the next slide, I'll show you a series of slides, so you will find out the difference. Staging your house is not for you, and it's different than the condition that you live in that house. Yes, you like your house the way you arranged it. However, you need to look at it from the point of view of buyers, different buyers. So it's very important to stage your house and show, even if your house is vacant and is totally empty, at least stage the living room, the kitchen, the master bedroom, minimum. If you can stage other rooms, that would be great. But show the buyer that room or that area is used for something good, so they can imagine themselves to live in that house. Many people, when a room is empty, they cannot imagine how they can fit their furniture, their bed, their dresser in that room. And I have seen frequently that people say, oh, this room is so small, how I can put my stuff here? So take a look from the point of view of different buyers, okay? So please stage it. Use professional photography. This is very important because over 98% of people, they look online, they even choose the house online, and then they go to see the house. So that's why nowadays buyers see just a few houses and then they know their favorite house among the available houses, and they know which one they want to buy, they want to make offer. Okay, so it's very important to do a professional photography. Keep it clean and organized during the whole process until it's closed, okay? And then you can do whatever you want. Make your house smell fresh and pleasant, and it depends on the season. For example, in fall, depends on the season, like Halloween, like Thanksgiving, smell like it, okay? During winter especially, smell of cookie is very good, very nice. Or during summer and the warm season, smell it like a fresh. So use some air freshener, not strong though, because many people, they have allergy, they are sensitive to different odors. So make it mild and pleasant, okay? Smell good. And light music is very important. If you have a channel on your TV that shows like nature and very nice pictures with light music, that's excellent. If you don't have that channel on TV, at least turn on the radio or some light music, however you can provide. Make the house bright. So put up the blinds or turn it so the house is bright. Turn on all the lights, okay? Don't be concerned about the electricity bill on that few weeks or maybe just a few days with this really hot market. But make it bright and turn on all the lights and talk to your agent to mention it on the showing instruction. So to tell the other agents, the showing agents, the buyer's agent, leave the lights the way you find it, okay? So it's always on during the showings. And put some water bottles and chocolates on the counter. If you have an island, put it there. If not, just put it on the counter or on the dinner table, somewhere that you can present it nicely, okay? You may say, well, Dylan, on luxury and nice big houses, it's easy because most of the homeowners, they prepare the house beforehand, even when they're living there. It might be true to some degree, but actually not. So I stage every single house I sell, except if the seller doesn't want to spend any money and say, okay, I am not going to go through these and I don't care if they offer less and such, which rarely happens, rarely. But it's better to stage your house. I'm going to show you, after this slide, I'm going to show you a series of slides, and there is a story behind this. So this gentleman that speaks at the end of this presentation after this series of slides, he was the father of, and still is, the father of one of my friends, and this friend actually, we became friends after I sold her mother's house and her house. And then her dad decided to sell, it's a small townhouse, by the way. It's not luxury like big houses like this slide. It was interesting that he decided to sell her house, his house, and then the daughter said, Dad, call Dylan. Dylan sold my mom's house, Dylan sold my house for top price, and it was very good, and he's expert, he knows what to do. And the father said, well, I have a friend for many years, he's a realtor, and I'm gonna give it to him to sell it. And it was just a couple of years ago, 2 years ago. And it was hot market still. It was hot market, not as hot as now in 2021, but it was a hot market. And he told his daughter that it's going to be sold per his realtor in a few days. Okay, they put it on the market, and after 6 weeks, after a few showings, not many, few showings, he didn't get any offer. And then he took it off the market and terminated the contract with that agent. And then talked to his daughter, said, okay, I think I should listen to you. And then he called me, said, this is my situation. And fortunately, his next place was ready at that time also. Even if it was not ready, I would do the same thing that I did for his vacant house. I said, okay, go ahead, move out and take everything with you. If you don't need anything, just toss them, put them in the trash. Whatever you need, take them, leave the vacant house. I'm gonna come with my stager to stage the house and take professional photography, buy a professional photographer and list your house. And he said, okay. So this is before and after I did, okay? And watch these slides closely and then judge and then say, you know, the reason why I put this house under contract in just a few days and for higher price. So when you get few or several offers, if your agent, if your realtor is a top negotiator like me, he or she can negotiate it. And even at that time, you can take the price up. Okay? So just compare the before and after and see the difference. And now this is him.
Yes, DeLon we just closed on my property, and DeLon did a fantastic job. I couldn't be more happier with DeLon, the way he handled everything from the paperwork to the staging and the closing of my property. I am totally satisfied the way DeLon completed this selling job. Thank you very much, DeLon.
All right, good recommendation to other people, right? So when we prepare the house, even if it's a small house, and we go through some process, we put D. D is my company's trademark. And D equals to quality. Yes, we do not guarantee anything because we cannot guarantee. We are not like a civil engineer or something. But when we put D on a house, it means high quality. And it's good for you to go through the process of preparing your house. And even I suggest to most of my clients, maybe all of them, to do inspection and make sure beforehand there is no need for major repair. Because if the buyer's inspector goes through their house and point out many issues, then you lose the power of negotiation. You and your realtor, your agent, lose the power of negotiation because there are so many issues with your house. But beforehand, when you go through this process I presented to you and do inspection, even in slow market appraisal also, that would be a good idea. Yes, you spend some time, especially for higher end houses. Appraisal is good also. You spend some money ahead of time, but you will be rewarded with many offers, or at least few offers, even if it's not a hot market, or a good offer if it's very slow market or down market. However, there is a big difference between preparing your house, make it ready, make it like a showcase, and present it and sell it for top dollars. So you will be satisfied, the buyer will be satisfied, the agents from both sides will be satisfied, and everybody will be happy, and you move forward to achieve your goal to do the next step. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead, share this video with your friends, with your colleagues, coworkers, with family members, with people in your community. If you send me business, you help me. Probably you've seen my homepage that I help orphans around the world. I help orphanages and institutes. They take care of the orphan kids. The more business I get, the more orphans, the more children will be helped from my income. And this is not for tax deduction. This is not only in the United States, it's around the world, and it's through other people, other organizations, and it's not through a non-profit organization, so it's not tax deductible. I mention this because some people, they say, oh, okay, this is for tax purpose. No, this is for humanitarian purpose, because those kids need our help. The more business I get, the more kids I can help. Thank you so much again for watching. And if you're watching this video on YouTube or another platform, please go ahead. That's my website, executivehomeandoffice.com. And you can email me directly at dylan@kw.com. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to meet you in person and do some business with you. I'll see you on the next video, and hopefully in person. Thank you. Have a great time.